It's January 19th. We're outside. And yes, my door's purple. I'm going to change that. TikTok's dead. It's dead, guys. What is the world going to do without TikTok? I'm just trying to get set up here. A little nice little backdrop with my bird feeder in the background and stuff. So, how's Abnorm this morning? Listen to all those birds. This is great. There's the bird feeder behind me. My neighbor has bird feeders, and he's already attracted a lot of birds. So I kind of piggybacked off of his stuff. And there's a bunch of good birds out there. Let's see here. TikTok. Is dead. We gotta do our poll. Yay. Boo. And then there we go. Johnny Bravo. I don't normally stream on Saturdays. I'll take one day off from streaming anyway. And it's normally on Saturdays I take off. Sunday streams seem to do really well. And I get a lot of viewers on Sunday mornings. So, there's that. But yeah. Now I have... Did I just lose that phone? Oh, man. I'll get it later. I want it now, but I guess I'll get it later. I had another spare cell phone. Here it is. Let's see here. I downloaded the Merlin Bird app again on this other phone that I have. So I could show you guys all the different birds that are chirping right now. This is the time to do it because they're all waking up. And this is when they're most active. And I just... They're all real active this morning. We've got Carolina wren, a white-breasted nuthatch, a red-bellied woodpecker. There was 3 different types of woodpeckers on my bird feeder day before yesterday. I was wildly impressed, excited about it. Eastern towhee, which is common. Of course, cardinals are common. But, yeah. Some people had said something about Discord. And, I don't know. I'm still dabbling with that idea. You know? I like watching birds and in the wild. I like watching wild animals more than enslaving them into my home. I don't have to clean up after them. And to watch them in their natural habitat flying around and stuff is enjoyable. You never know what's going to be swinging by. So, yeah. I know I've said about that Merlin Bird app 100 times. It's free. Download it anywhere in the world. Download your map anywhere in the world. Listen to birds. Find out what's going on around you. You might be impressed. But 3 different woodpeckers. One of them was the red-bellied woodpecker. Huge. It was the size of a crow. And the beak was probably 3 inches long or something like that. It was an insane size woodpecker. It's called Merlin. M-E-R-L-I-N. Merlin. It's free for Apple and Android. It's put forth by the Cornell University. They track bird migration. And you reap the benefits of that by having an app that'll identify birds. And if you find one that's pops up that's kind of rare, you can go through this little screening process, to verify that that's actually what you heard. And you could say, yes, I heard that bird in my backyard or my town. And they'll log that. And they use that data to track migration of birds around the world. So it's pretty cool. And it's one of my favorite apps to use, aside from YouTube. It's a nice, relaxing morning. I was going to try to find a coffee shop like I did the other day. Yeah, Merlin is a great app. I was just doing it now. There's like 6 or 7 different birds that popped up on there. Doorways knows about it. It's a great app. It's really cool. You just have to be quiet and just let it listen. Now, if you're next to a busy highway or a crowded city and you got all this background noise, it's probably not going to pick up birds. But if you're in a little neighborhood like this, or you're out hiking, things like that, it downloads the maps. The app downloads the map, so you don't necessarily need a cell phone connection for it to work. So it'll identify if you're on a hiking trail or in the mountains and things like that. Let's see what's here. Who cares? TikTok is dead. Yay! Nobody said boo, and a bunch of people said who cares. Yeah, I also woke up this morning. I listened to a little newscast on the phone, and that's the first thing they said. TikTok went dark. I don't know how many millions and millions of users there are in the United States for TikTok, and around the world, hundreds of millions of people. They should all be tuning into YouTube, and I should have like 500 people watching right now, right? It's officially down. It's done. Hi, Mike. How's it going? Good morning to you. Sunday morning. So I had my yard cleaned up last week, and had a guy come in. This place was just covered with leaves and sticks and stuff. When he cleared it all out, half my yard's dirt. So I gotta plant grass seed this spring. But I am in no hurry, no rush. I might wait till next year. I don't even know. I don't even know. I don't want to. I don't want to be sitting around doing projects every weekend. You know. There's a couple little things I need to get done or want to do as well. So we'll take care of those. But all in due time. I'll have some more DIY videos as well coming soon. Hopefully when it warms up a little bit more outside. I posted a video, a WTF News video on the TikTok ban closure or whatever you want to call it yesterday. I had fun doing that video. That was fun. Well, I guess I'm not sitting around if I'm doing projects. You're right. You are right. So have you guys had a good weekend so far? Everybody doing well this Sunday morning? Can you hear all that? Oh, somebody's dog. Can't find that on the Merlin app. Imagine if there was an app you could use to identify dogs by their bark, like birds with their chirps. I mean, you normally see your neighbor's dog. Eventually, you can find out what kind of dog it is, and they're not running wild in packs mostly in the city and stuff like that. You're not going to see a bunch of dogs running around. And if they are, they're mangy and they're not barking really that much. You can identify them, but yeah, an app that identifies dogs by their bark. There's your new app idea, guys. If you develop apps, I just created a new idea for you. I did my little studio, my little room. I've turned into a YouTube studio. I painted the back wall. We'll go in there in a few minutes. The backdrop for the wall was white, and my little neon sign, you couldn't see it. There wasn't enough contrast. It blurred out, stuff like that. So I painted it green, not the green screen green, a little bit darker, and got that painted up. Put some of those foam pads on the walls to reduce the amount of echo that I get in the room. I need to get more of those. They're dirt cheap. They're like 50 cents a piece, the pads. I know they're not. You can get high grade ones that are probably $5 a piece or more to do it professionally. But I just went with the cheap ones. I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel here and start the next TikTok or whatever, you know. But that's a mockingbird. Um, yeah, got it all fixed up. Still working on a few things. And Amazon, yeah, maybe they're $1 a piece, something like that. They're pretty cheap, and they come vacuum sealed in this little bag. And when you pop the bag, they all poof up. And you have to get these special tabs to stick it to the wall, because if you use like a regular packing tape or something like that, it's just going to fall off. So these little tabs are gel tabs, little gluey gel tabs, really gummy, and they're made to stick to those foam pads, and they will stick to the wall. And I've peeled them off the wall. They don't hurt the paint or anything on the wall. It even says on the packages they won't stick to a painted wall, but that's just BS. But they're sticking up there now. We'll go check it out in a minute. And so yeah, just kind of working on it little by little as time goes by. No big deal, right? So, but yeah, I got those things going on. I'm excited about that. Start doing my morning show inside for the most part, except for Sundays. I like coming out here on Sundays. I do. And having to buy some different furniture and things like that. I'm gonna be changing some plugs in the house as well. I may do a little DIY video on that, which is super easy to do. Changing the wall outlets and stuff. They're aged. They're old. They all need to be changed out. I want to put some of those USB power outlets with USB chargers inside them. So I'm gonna get a couple of those in each room. Those are real handy. And just trying to find that little block you always lose, right? The USB powered outlets are really cool. I was shopping at Lowe's for some different stuff and for some doorknobs, and I found one that I liked. And I got curious. I looked on Amazon. It was half the price. It was like $18 on Amazon, but it was like $35 at Lowe's. I was like, geez. So I went up there and they matched the price. Normally, they said they normally don't do that, but since I was only buying like four, they would do this one time and they matched the price. But it's wild how you can get the exact same item on Amazon for like half the price on some of this stuff. It's crazy. I just couldn't believe it. It's $18, and it was Prime, so it was going to be at my house in like 2 days if I wanted it. But I still like to shop locally. Even I know Lowe's and Walmart are national national companies, but they employ people in my town, which I would consider them to be supporting the local community in that sense. Now, it's not a locally owned business, but it does employ local people, which is good too. So if I can't find it in the stores, then I'll order it on Amazon. But I'll check different stores around the area and see if they have it in stock on the shelf locally before I buy online. And working at the post office is another reason I do that too, because the amount of stuff people get through the mail is insane. Some people never leave their house for anything. I don't know. I kind of like being at home and just chilling, but every once in a while I want to go out and do something, you know? I went to this place called the Blind Pig. It's a restaurant local to this area, and in the Athens area. It's been around for quite a while, and it's pretty popular. There goes my thin hair blowing in the wind. I had a burger and some tater tots. They had a bunch of other stuff. They had a bar there and things. The burger was really good. It was a really good cheeseburger. I got pepper jack on it, and the tots were nice and crispy, so that was good. Really friendly people there, but they're closing it soon. It's one of those buildings at the end of the line of buildings, kind of like a strip mall type thing, and they're going to be demolishing that building in the next few months or something like that. So a lot of people are going to this restaurant before they shut down and get bulldozed away, and they don't even know if they're going to open it back up at a different location or not. They may just I think they're just tossing in the towel and say we'll ride out these last couple of months and that's it. I don't know, but it's a popular place. Place was packed. I mean, it was a Friday evening, granted, but still, I don't know. You have a successful restaurant like that, you think you want to keep it open for a while instead of just kind of giving up when they tear down the building. I guess their lease is up, and they probably got a good deal on the lease in the building. Probably lease agreements now are sky high, you know. It's got an oil can. Look how big this thing is. It's huge. I love this mug. Big handle. I like that. You got it mixed up with an oil can. Confused. No. It's just a coffee mug. Got it. I don't even remember where I got this thing. It says caffeinated. Contains caffeinated drink. I don't know. I like it. It's my favorite mug. Now I do have some mugs with my face on it for my little channel here, Coffee with Malcolm. But and I kind of just give those away maybe once a month. Yep. It rained yesterday. It's not supposed to, it's super foggy this morning. Not supposed to rain. The sun's supposed to come out. I'm entertaining the idea of doing a marathon tomorrow, like an all-day ride along with Malcolm, since I don't have to work tomorrow. How do you like your coffee, Lewis? I drink mine straight black. I don't put anything in it. If you got good coffee, I don't think you have to. It's kind of like steak. If you cook a steak right, you shouldn't have to add steak sauce. Maybe a little salt and pepper. That's it. Eat it as is. That's how I do my coffee, as is. This is very nice. Thank you guys for joining me this morning. Some of you are probably just passing by, and that's fine too. Hit the like button if you don't mind, please. And then Abnorm likes his Red Bull in the morning. Oh, brown sugar in your coffee. That's interesting. Never thought of that. I did see this one guy. I didn't see it. Somebody told me about it. They were in a Starbucks, and this guy was in front of them, and he wanted 2 pats of butter in his coffee. 2 pats of butter. Now, I get it's a dairy product. Creamer's a dairy product. So is cheese, but you're not going to put cheese in your coffee. 2 pats of butter. I guess that's what he wanted to be as cream for his butter. That's just crazy, yeah. 2 pats of butter. I mean, and the people at Starbucks are like, okay, like it was just a common thing. Everybody's getting butter in their coffee. I swear you can get almost anything added to your coffee at Starbucks. Except alcohol, probably. They won't put Baileys in your coffee. So, but they put pats of butter in there. Oh, it's just crazy, putting butter in your coffee. I mean, yeah, it'd have to be room temperature butter so it would, melt in the coffee. But yeah, the day is going great. It's nice and quiet out. The birds are chirping. It's peaceful. It's nice. Next week I'll find a coffee shop in the area, and we'll set up shop at a local coffee place, like I normally do on Sundays. But I thought I would just hang out here. All the birds are chirping and everything. It's really nice. No real agenda today either. Just kind of relax a little bit. And, having a lazy weekend is what I'm having. A really lazy weekend. Have you ever tried Kopi Luwak coffee? Kopi Luwak. I have never tried that type of coffee before. And I've had people trick me into saying some crazy coffee thing that was like some made from animals pooping it out or something. I don't remember what that was. That's insane stupidity as well. But but I've never heard of the Kopi Luwak coffee. Never heard of that before. But I'm sure it's a brand. I like. I have an Ethiopian blend, a coffee bean from Ethiopia right now in the cabinet. That's it. That's the poop coffee. I'm not trying some kind of poop coffee. That is not gonna happen. And they bag it up. I've heard of that. That is just bizarre. Who's the first person to think of that? Who's the first person sitting there watching this animal poop and decide, you know what, I'm going to sift through their poop and find out what they're pooping, and then find, oh, it's coffee beans. Hey, waste not, want not. Roast these bad boys up and make it happen. I can't imagine. It's just somebody who came up with that. They just, that's the first thing that pops into my mind. Somebody in history was sitting there watching this animal do its business and decided, you know what? I'm going to make use of that. It's so ridiculous. There's a lot of foods and stuff like that. A lot of things in history that are bizarre to me like that. How did the first person come across that, you know? Like the comedian was saying, who was the first person to decide to drink cow's milk? You know? It wasn't just like everybody just drank cow's milk forever, you know? Somebody along the line said, you know what? Those udders look really good. I'm gonna I want to see what that's all about. I mean, we all drink, I would say all, but a lot of people drink milk and don't even think twice about it. But somebody had to be the first person to think of that and go, you know what? Those calves are having a good time with that milk. It looks good. Just tried it. And then, the rest is history. Well, I would say breastfeeding is natural. All animals do that as part of raising their young. Well, mammals anyway. So that's kind of like a natural instinct to latch onto your mother. But another animal species, you as a human looking at those cattle going, or just a couple of cows, it could have been like a herd of cattle at the time, it's just random cows, right? I don't know how it all became about. The first person to look at that and say, you know what? I want to take part of that. And their friends are like, what are you doing, man, to that cow? Wait and see, man. This stuff's great. Yeah, I know, right? That's a lot of free milk. I don't know. Well, the comedian brought that. Well, I never thought of that. Never came to mind. You just go buy milk at the grocery store. You don't think anything of it, right? And then you got goat's milk. And somebody's like, well, this cow's milk good. And goat's milk. There's all kinds of milk around me. Maybe the first guy had a cat, and he saw the cat lap it up, and be like, you know what? If that cat likes it, what's so special about it? I don't know. It's so bizarre. What are some other foods that have questioning origins? It's comedy skits of history. Yeah. First guy to drink coffee. The story that I've heard, legend has it, it was a goat herder in, I think, Ethiopia is where coffee was first discovered, if you will. That his goats were eating these berries and beans, allegedly coffee beans, and they were very hyper and stayed awake longer. So he kind of investigated, and that's how coffee came about. That's the way I heard it. It's not that cold. I think it's low 40s, but there's no wind, absolutely no breeze, so it's great out here right now. Good morning, Deanna. Thanks for joining us this morning. We're just having this is Coffee with Malcolm, my little morning show. Sundays are the extended version, staying for maybe 2 hours. But I'm glad you dropped by and said hi. Nature's cocaine. Oh man! But some people had to come up with that stuff, right? Somebody had to come up with that and think, you know what? I'm doing that. Cinnamon toast crunch flavored hot dogs, really? And then think about hot dogs. Who's the first person to come up with a hot dog? I sure hate all this leftovers go to waste. Maybe if I just like grind them up and put them in a tube, somebody would eat them. Oh gosh. So like, who came up with the hot dog, the first hot dog, and thought that was going to be a marketable food? I got the geese. Like all these leftover animal parts. If nobody's looking, I bet I can mash these up into a paste and put them in the lining intestine of this animal and sell it. Somebody will eat it. All these lips and butts going to waste. Oh man. Jeez. Some of the foods we eat, we don't even think nothing about them, how they get their origin. Some broke guy. Like, please, sir, do you have anything to eat? Well, I got these lips and butts you can eat. I put them in a tube. I put them in the shape of a tube for you, so you can just kind of snack on it all day long. That'll keep you going. And by the way, here's some mustard. Uh, oh man, yeah. The origin of some of these foods is bizarre to me. All right, Daisy, have a good day. Thanks for stopping by. Um, what are some other foods that are kind of weird like that we eat today and you never really thought about their origin? And why do they call them ham burgers when they're made out of beef? Right, Matt? Hey, Matt, we were talking about the origins of some of this food that we consume each day. Marshmallows. Who came up with marshmallows? Yeah, gelatin. Yeah, yeah. We're talking about how who came up with the first hot dog and why did they come up with it, and who decided to make coffee out of animal poop. That kind of thing. That's what we're talking about, Matt. Our conversations kind of just veer and go wherever they want. It's just silly. It's very silly. But yeah. Oh, and then there's a lot of credit given to the guy who made the is from Germany, the Hamburg. Oh, well there you go. Stephen Powers gave us the Stefan. Is it Stefan or Stephen? Gave us the answer. Look at us. We're a good community, helping each other out, learn stuff. From Germany, that makes sense. Hamburger. Get your hamburger. Mm. So I'm at the local. I'm at the Lowe's down the street, and this guy approaches me wanting money, and he's going on about his whole sob story. He's trying to get the money. I said, I don't have any cash. I don't have any money to give you. He needed like $27, a really odd amount. I'm like, I just don't have anything. And then he finally walked off, and this guy behind him was shopping for some stuff. He came to me and says, "You're new around here, aren't you?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm kind of new to the town." He said, "These people do it all the time. They come into these stores and they bum. They try to get people to give them cash in the stores, grocery stores, home improvement. Doesn't matter where. They just walk up to anybody and ask for money." He said, "It's crazy." So he said, "I wouldn't give it to them. They're a bunch of them are scam artists and things like that." So okay, lesson learned. So I went on Google Translate and I learned how to say I don't speak English in German. I kind of forgotten it now. Um, I don't remember this, but anyway, I was reciting it in my head. So if somebody came up and started asking me for cash again inside the store, I would just say this in German, and then you look at me all kind of strange, and then I would like pretend that I was speaking English as a third language. I don't speak English. And they just walk away, and then they'd be going, "Oh, okay." That's cold. It is. It's kind of, man. But if I did it in Spanish, I would have a high chance of somebody else that would speak Spanish as well and come back and start rattling stuff off in Spanish, and I'd be left looking stupid. And Russian wouldn't really be believable, so I thought German was more believable, and I just learned that phrase, used Google Translate, and did the speaker function, let Google say it out loud for me. And I recited it in the car a few times before I went inside. But I didn't actually interact with anybody with it yet. I don't even remember it now. I've already forgot how to say it in German. But I was ready. I was prepared in case somebody came up to me again. And it's not like I don't want to help people out that need money. But you see people on the corner with cardboards like need money or I need this or that. And there was one person that was doing this, the wife and daughter, and the wife and two kids were sitting on the side of the road with this sign, like, "Please help us. We need food and rent and all this other stuff," right? And people were giving them money, and that's fine. But then I was in a line of cars waiting to turn out of the parking lot where they were, and this minivan, almost brand new minivan, pulls up next to him. The people start talking. I thought, oh, they're going to give him some more money. No, it turns out it was the dad of the family. One of the kids ran around, hopped in the van with him, and you could hear him saying, "I'll be back for you later." And he drove off in this brand new minivan, while she's sitting there trying to play like we're poor and hungry. And I'm watching all this go down right in front of me. I'm going, really? And I mean, they were dressed pretty decent. You know, they weren't like in raggedy clothes. You can tell they've been showering frequently and stuff like that. But they were just sitting out there bumming money. You know, when they had a brand new vehicle and probably in an apartment or something they were living in. I don't know. They made a living off panhandling, basically. And I've seen it happen a few times. There's just one lady down by Lowe's, and she'll sit out there at the parking lot, the corner of the car work sign, the same exact spot every single day. And one day I was at Lowe's and she was leaving, and she walked clear across the Lowe's parking lot on the other end, got in her car. It wasn't a brand new car, but it was a decent, fairly new car, not old by any means. And she just hopped in it and like took off her hat and all this other stuff, kind of threw it over like it was her whole costume or something like that, and just drove off. It's like, do you really give money to these people that are scamming you on the side of the road, or is it for us to even choose or decide who gets the money? You know, if you give to charity, you're supposed to just give to charity and not worry about how they spend it. It's the fact that you've offered something to them. Yeah. So I don't know. Jonathan, his name is Jessica. Well, we'll call you Jessonicon. Nice spice in English. It was like something spice in kind English or something like that. It had that bite to it, like to me, what it sounds like for people talking in German. Um, yeah. Let's look at our poll, our TikTok poll. 23% are glad that TikTok is dead. 10% are sad, and 67% can care less. But I just don't, just don't speak English, much English. Oh man, don't you know speak much? I'm not sure exactly what we were trying to say, Jonathan. Um, oh, bum. Creative here. Let's give a round of applause for creative. Yay! It was dad joke. Niche station English. So if you wanna avoid people coming up to you in the store, learn that phrase in German and recite it. And when they come up to you asking for stuff, you could just say that in German, and it'll throw them off. I would guess to say that it's very unlikely, highly unlikely, that the person come up to you would know German as a second language. So you'd really be able to get them with a curveball with that. So yeah, it's time to refill the coffee. I'm gonna let you guys take a look at the trees and stuff for a minute. I'll be right back. You can listen to the dog bark in the background. I'll be back in 2 seconds, maybe 3. I'm back. See, that didn't take long at all, guys. There we go. How many people? We got 42 people watching right now. That's a pretty big crowd for me. What did I miss? The scene out of the Don't Be a Menace movie. That's a hilarious movie. Oh, that's hilarious. You can't really quote that movie too much. I can't anyway. But yeah, Don't be a menace to South Central or drinking. That's the Marlon Wayne brothers, right? The Wayne brothers did that. That was just hilarious, making fun of all the gangster movies in the '90s. Um, that was just too damn funny. What about you, Craig? That's Friday, movie Friday, and the next Friday. Those are good movies too. I can't personally relate to those movies, but I still find the irony in some of those movies, and I think they're hilarious. Where the two guys sitting in front of the store and had beepers and cell phones. Hey, Blue Creeper, what's going on, man? Hey, we will ask the questions. And then they got the two guys standing right next to each other with beepers and cell phones. And one guy beeps the other guy right beside him. He beeps him right back. It's just some silly stuff. One of my favorite parts was when he goes into the grocery store and when he opens the door, instead of it saying ding dong, it says something else I can't say. And then he's walking through the store. It's like this Vietnamese owned convenience store. And the lady keeps popping out. She's like watching these black guys walk around the store like they're going to steal stuff. And she keeps popping up everywhere like, hurry up and buy. Hurry up and buy. Get out of my store. I don't know. That's the part I remember that movie. It's just, to me, was hilarious. Oh, they didn't make movies like that again. I don't know. Maybe just movies from the 90s were pretty cool to me. 90s was my favorite decade. The alternative music and things like that. The movies from the 90s were good too. Pulp Fiction, my favorite movie of all time. It was made in the 90s. Oh, man. Oh, man. I don't know if you heard me bragging about my new coffee pot, but it's great. It grinds the beans in the basket and then brews it through the same basket. It has a built-in little grinder, timer and everything. Woke up, boom. It's great. I think I'm just waiting for people to comment on their woes of TikTok. I was surprised it actually went dark. But and then the hostage release in Gaza is happening today, which I don't feel like is a very fair trade. For every one Israeli hostage released, they're giving back 30-something Palestinian hostages. It's a 1 for 30 exchange rate. And that's the deal they were able to broker in Israel. Oh yeah, it's dead. It's dead in the United States. TikTok is dark in the U.S. And then they said that they may spread to other countries, like in Europe. Europe may be starting to ban it as well. That was just part of the news story. They're not saying for sure, but it's possible that TikTok can start getting banned in other countries as well. Hey, Terry. Good morning to you. Hope you're doing well. So yeah, they're got the ceasefire going on in Gaza, and they're doing the 1 for 30 exchange rate on hostages, which I think is still bizarre. It's like they got to hold on to a few more people just in case. They got rid of it in Australia. Yeah, I think so. Australia has a ban on teenagers being on social media. I think if you're under the age of 16, you're not allowed to be on social media at all, and not have an account. I'm sure they can make an account and lie about their age or let their parents make one for them or something like that. But you want it gone. You got to tell them, ban TikTok. I find it funny. I don't like to get in politics too much on here, but I find it funny that Trump wanted it banned, and he put forth this thing, so you got to sell it by this date or you're going to be banned. And then now that he's about to come back in office, he's like, you know what, let's keep it. Yeah, I can understand some people being content creators and losing out on that. That's why I'm keeping my full-time job. I'm not going to give it up. If the YouTube thing works out for me, I'm keeping my full-time job because I know it's not sustainable forever. It'll never be sustainable forever. It's too fickle. If they shut down, or I make somebody mad, they cancel my channel or delete my videos or something like that, then I'm screwed. Um, but people put all their money, all their eggs in one basket for TikTok. Yeah, that's unfortunate for them. You are right. You are right. People losing money on that. But I mean, even so, things like TikTok and YouTube, people doing like constantly doing little dance videos and things like that, and they're young and attractive. How long do you think that's going to last? You know, are you going to be doing that for 30 years, and then when you're in your 50s doing some kind of crazy dance move, people are going to still tune in and watch you? You know, what's the sustainability of that as a job? Is what I'm trying to get at. Now, I remember YouTube years ago, 10 years ago, people, content creators then, made good money with YouTube, but later on went into the film industry and got jobs that way. Um, so, but today there's so many. I don't know if that the need for content creators in the film industry is as high as it used to be. If that makes sense. So yeah, I enjoy doing the YouTube thing, but I'm not gonna put all my put all my eggs in one basket per se. No, if you want to be the most successful, you should have three sources of income. There you go. Makes sense. I mean, if one falters, you got two more to fall on, lean on. But even in my 20s, when I wasn't thinking about that stuff. When you're young in your 20s, you're not thinking about that. You're just having fun doing a job you enjoy. You're not. You think you're invincible. You think you're going to live forever. You don't have health insurance because you never go to the doctor. Um, so yeah, Friday movie Friday. It's on YouTube right now. Cool. I may watch that. I enjoyed watching those older movies. They just right now they seem too silly though. Compared at the time, they're absolutely hilarious because they're extremely relevant. But now things have changed so much with technology and people's mindset and habits and things like that. Hurry up and buy. So yeah, but there's still good movies to watch. There's Marvel's coming out with a new Captain America. I saw a trailer for that, and it's like Harrison Ford is going to be this alternate version of the Hulk or something. I just caught a little clip of it. I didn't watch the whole thing. It looks like Marvel's really reaching out to try to make another movie again. I don't know, because you got that one guy who's the new Captain America, and then I don't know. I'd have to watch it and see. Just an old army retiree, truck driving and everything. That's cool, man. Yeah, get out there and see the open road, see the country. People want to travel all over the world and see stuff around the world. There's a lot of stuff in this country to see as well. I mean, you don't have to go to Europe or Spain or Japan. I mean, there's a lot of things here in the States you can go see and visit. One thing I want to go see is the Grand Canyon. I know it's just a big hole in the ground, but I don't know. I'd like to go see that. I'd like to go see that. But the new Marvel movie, and then Superman's coming out with. They're coming out with a new Superman movie this summer. Well, it looks pretty cool. But if you watch the trailer for it, he's got a little sidekick dog with a cape. What's that all about? I'm not a comic book enthusiast, so I may not know all the details about different comic book heroes and how things play out and whatever. But when did Superman have a dog sidekick? With superpowers at that. So it was like a superpowered pet dog with a cape. I don't know. Check out watch the trailer for the Superman movie coming out this summer. You saw the Grand Canyon last year. I'd like to go see that. And you got that glass walk where you can step off the edge, or you can do the little donkey ride all the way down to the bottom of the Grand Canyon. There's people actually living in the bottom of the Grand Canyon. Yeah. I bet your cell phone service sucks in the bottom of the Grand Canyon. take take your teenagers down there. You won't have to take the cell phone away from them because they won't have a signal. They'll have to pay attention to what's going on around them. I am not homeless. I'm just in my backyard. Just in my backyard. I'm not homeless. When I be sitting here I don't know. I guess the homeless people can stream on YouTube with a cup of coffee too, but I don't know. Yeah, they wouldn't have their cell phones if you took them down to the Grand Canyon. Uh, yeah, cell service. Well, you're not going there to talk on your phone, right? I mean, you can't really live stream from the Grand Canyon either, but you can take footage and make a video. Oh, the sun's coming out. The clouds are breaking apart. It's going to be a nice day. Hello, Loki. Good morning. Got a lot of crows out here, too. I swear that woodpecker I saw on the bird feeder, I've got the suet thing, and they cling onto the side of that thing and just eat its mealworms. And let's go look at it. We can walk over there. And I can show you the bird feeder. It's nothing crazy. I mean, not like I built the bird feeder. I just bought a plastic one at the store and hung it up. You know, I'm not... Whoop, gotta get my cameras on here. Flip it around. But that thing right there is a suet cake. And a lot of birds eat seed, but a lot of birds eat bugs. And if you're eating one, you're not eating the other. So if you want a good variety of birds to come in your backyard, that's what you need. So like bluebirds, blue jays, and things like that, they like the bugs, the mealworm. And then your regular cardinals and sparrows and finches and stuff, they like the seed. So, yeah. Have a little variety on your bird feeder. And, yep, made of fat and seeds. Which is good for them, too, because especially in the wintertime, to have that extra fat in their diet, it's good for calories and energy. So, yeah. So I've learned that. Have a little variety on your bird feeder, and you'll get a variety of birds. Pretty simple, right? That blue jays will eat seeds. You are correct, Loki. I used to have a squirrel feeder because the squirrels would attack my bird feeders, so I had to feed the squirrels, keep them at bay. And what I fed them with was sunflower seeds. I just pour straight sunflower seeds in the squirrel feeder for the squirrels to eat. And you are right, blue jays will eat seed too, because I saw this. I thought it was a woodpecker on the fence. But it was a blue jay. He would take one of the seeds. Now, see, like a cardinal, his beak's curved, so they can crack the seed open and get the shell open and get the seed inside. Blue jay's beak is straight, so he can't really do that. But what he did was he took the sunflower seed and, just like a woodpecker, cracked it open by pecking it on the top of the fence post, and that broke it apart. And then he would eat the seed inside. He kept doing that. And he sounded like a woodpecker. It was pretty cool, actually. I was looking around like, man, that guy sounds real close. And then I spotted him on the squirrel feeder eating sunflower seeds. And that's how he would open them up. But I'm at a different location now, so. I hear something else in the background. Hear that? Maybe one of the woodpeckers in the trees. Pumpkin seeds? I never thought about doing pumpkin seeds. I imagine they'd be too big, though, wouldn't they? Pumpkin seeds? I know you can buy a big bag of sunflower seeds, and yeah, just for them. I may do that as well. Put another feeder up just for the squirrels. But then you got like a huge mound of shells on the ground below it. It just mounds up. You got to shovel it. It creates quite the mess on the ground. But what are you going to do? You need a large seed. I think sunflower seeds would do just as fine, though. I've had good success with sunflower seeds. Now you can. There's a store in my area called Tractor Supply, and they have a huge section for all kinds of animals, from livestock feed all the way down to little bird feed, right? So, and you can get all kinds of seed, different types of bird seed, and they have what's called no mess bird feed, which is mean they've already taken the shells off, and it's just the inner nut part of all the different seeds in this, so you don't have anything on the ground. So if you're, but it's expensive. So if you're really fancy and you want your birds to not worry about shells, you can get them this little shell-free bag of seeds. Place it in your feeder, and you will have nothing on the ground. But the price is like 3 times as much. So you can get a bag of shelled sunflower seeds and shelled peanuts. This whole mixture for squirrels. You can feed that to them, or for birds and stuff like that. And you'll never have anything on the ground, but it's expensive. It's ridiculous. For city slicker birds. I say, I shall not have seed shells all over my ground. I work hard on that pedicured lawn that's 5 foot by 5 foot. But I did see that. I don't buy that kind. I buy the regular one. They can have the shells on the ground. I'll just run the mower across it. If it piles up, I'll shovel it. You know, mix it in with the garden soil and fertilizer, something like that. You know, bougie birds. I say this bird feed is very nice. I don't have to chew as much, and the fact that I don't have teeth makes it even better. You buy. Oh, let's Loki making a point here. Shellless seeds, but your parks couldn't have sand. They needed wood chips. Yeah, I think wood chips are more abundant and cheaper than sand. So, with all the different milling and a lot of the wood chips, I think when the city goes around trimming stuff around town, or they pick up branches and things, they have wood chippers and just make use of it instead of, they just put it in the parks and stuff, chip it up, and then you got your. Now it's a lot of it's bagged stuff, mulch stuff too. It's not bagged, but on the truck and whatnot. But you know, waste not. You don't want to waste stuff like that. If you can reuse some leftover stuff, that's what you want to use it for. Actually, it's quite fancy. It is. It is. uh, wow, you did a truckload of yeah. They bury needles in the wood chips. That's messed up, dude. That's just messed up. Why would you want to do that to some innocent kids playing in a park or something like that? That's so jacked up. That is just, yeah, I don't understand why you want to do something to somebody like that. Especially totally innocent people just kind of enjoying a park and then find needles in the mulch and wood chips and stuff they're walking across. Now, granted, most kids are wearing shoes and stuff too, but still. Leo! Hey, Leo, how's it going? Haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're doing well. Hope your mom's doing okay. Good to see you on here. We've had quite the conversation thus far. It's taken a lot of different turns, as it normally does. We were talking about birdseed and then mulch and playgrounds, and then Loki was telling us a story about how people put needles in the wood chips. It's like the old thing about people putting razor blades in Halloween candy and stuff. I mean, do you hate the world and you hate innocent kids so much that you put razor blades in like treats that you're giving kids on Halloween? It's insane. It's insane. I guess so. Yeah, I don't think somebody's just like taking a bunch of sewing needles and going, "I'm gonna sprinkle these sewing needles," but I don't know. But the razor blades, there's probably a one-off thing. Somebody put sharp stuff in the Halloween candy they were giving away. It's just really jacked up. You would inflict pain on random people like that for no damn reason. That's like your mass shooters and your people driving through crowds. It's kind of jacked up. We don't focus on that on here, though. We try to stay positive. Try to stay positive. High notes and good stuff to talk about on here. Our votes are picking up. Still, 67% of people say, who cares about TikTok? So, yeah. I imagine all these people waking up in the morning and TikTok's dead. They're like, what am I going to do? How am I going to scroll? What will I watch? Yeah. You don't remember that, Leo? Um, what was it? I guess it was in the 90s or something like that when they were, it was in the news, was telling parents to don't let your kids eat any candy until you get home. You can inspect it. Because one time somebody put razor blades in the food. Some people, 1987, that's probably when it came out. Yep. People taking and injecting things into the candy. So if you see like little puncture holes in the candy for your kids, that's jacked up. That is so jacked up. I don't know how else to say it. It's really, you have to have a really sick, demented, twisted mind. Um, you know, to do that kind of stuff to random strangers like that. This is a safe haven. We kind of just chill and laugh about food, coffee, and birds. So I'm not going to be one of the people that screams at the um, scream at the camera about religion and politics. I'm not going to do that. The razor blade Halloween stuff, yeah. It's not that cold. Honestly, it isn't. What's the temperature out here right now? It's 47 degrees out here. Um, but there's no wind, no breeze of any kind. Now, if the wind was blowing, I'd be inside. But the sun's starting to come out a little bit. The birds are dying down on their noises some. Um, so yeah, everything's just kind of mellowing out. But there are a lot of birds back here. M&M's abortion candy? Oh my gosh. The lazy dog, she's doing fine. She's not with me right now. Um, that's a whole nother story I really don't want to get into. Um, Rachel and I kind of went on our separate ways. And it wasn't anything out of hate. It's not, I don't hate her. I really admire her and I really like her. But our lives are taking different paths. And um, so I'm here now. Um, Sweetie the dog is still with her. And I'm going to get her a doghouse set up. And eventually um, I'll go get Sweetie and bring her here with me. And so yeah, we'll get Sweetie up here. It was yeah, I'm doing fine. I'm fine. It was my decision. It was my decision to make, and we had a good discussion over the phone. I kind of did it a cowardly way, but we'll get into that. We had our discussions and we kind of aired our different things back and forth with each other, and but I think it's for the best, honestly. Um, so, but it's life, you know. I still text her. She texts me, and Leo wants to be a roommate. Rachel and I were not married. We were not married. I mean, we were committed to each other in a relationship, but we were not married. So there was none of that to deal with. Um, yeah, and I'm not in pursuit of. I'm not seeing anybody else. I'm not, I'm not doing that stuff. I wasn't seeing anybody. I didn't cheat or anything like that. And I have no plans of seeing anybody else anytime soon. I just need to be on my own for a little while. I just need to be on my own for a while. So I got this place. I basically have no furniture, which is fine. I'm getting furniture little by little, building it up. I left everything behind. She can liquidate whatever's there. Most everything in that house that we were in was hers anyway. So, and that's fine. That's fine. Um, but that's enough of that. I really don't want to get into that too much. But set up your donate. I still want to do. I still want to have donations for this channel go to animal rescue and help Rachel with her animal rescue efforts. So I still want to make this channel grow to help her out in her passions in life, which are the animal rescues and things like that. And my passion's more of the YouTube, not social media, but yeah, YouTube type of stuff. And I wanted to focus more on this. But I still hope that once this channel grows, I can contribute a good portion of the funds I make from this channel to help her in her efforts for animal rescue. Still want to do that. Um, and we're both adults. We're civil, and that's kind of things going on right now. But we were together for 6 years, 6 years, and some really good times, really good memories. Um, but yeah, I have nothing ill to say about her, and I only wish her the best. But yeah. Anywho, right now, what's on my mind? Really nothing. Really nothing's on my mind. Just kind of chilling, hanging out here on the back porch. The sun's rising, and drinking some coffee. I just need. I'm going to be more chill. I'm going to be hanging out and just relaxing. Um, there are some things I need to do around this new place to kind of spruce it up a little bit, but I'm not going to dedicate all my time and effort on projects. It's just going to be kind of a easygoing, smooth sailing, kick back, relax type stuff. Yeah. um, well, this isn't my job. YouTube is not my job, but I work for the post office, so that's my full time job, which I will keep. I like working at the post office. It's a good, secure job. I'm not going to put all my effort into. I'm not going to solely rely on YouTube. Somebody mentioned earlier about TikTok. All those people are out of work now because the content creators. And that's how they got their income. And that's. I didn't even think about that aspect of it until somebody said it this morning. But yeah, yeah, a lot of people are going to lose their jobs on that, lose their income. Hey, Ramesh is going to get his mug in 2030. Oh gosh, I don't know what the hell that thing just fell into the Bermuda Triangle. That his mug. I don't understand how that just like fell off the face of the earth or something. I don't know. He's totally gone. Poor Ramesh. Uh, post office is doing good. I mean, post office does a lot of letter delivery. You get your bills to the post office, things like that. If you still get them delivered to you in the mail, a lot of people still do. Um, get things, magazines and things like that. Those are starting to dwindle a lot more too because of the internet. And it's a lot of more packages than anything else. But thanks to a lot of people, a lot of couch surfers, um, no, I sent it. I have a tracking number and everything. I sent it. I did not. I did not lie. It's there. I got tracking information stuck in some random post office in India. I don't know. It's just sitting there. I've tried to help them. I can't reach out to the India post office and say, "Look, get this package moving." They're not going to listen to me, and I don't speak their language. They're saying it's home. Yeah, we have dogs sniffing for packages, asking for a friend. No, but there have been packages that come through the post office that obviously has something in them that shouldn't be mailed. You can smell it really strong. And if things like that happen, we report it to the postal inspectors. And they will start investigating and they'll narrow it down and find out what's going on. So, yeah. Things like that we report to the postal inspectors. You're not going to get away with it very long. You may get away with it a couple times, maybe, but yeah, it is what it is. This one guy, I don't know if it's a guy, but this one farm had horse tranquilizers. I think that's what it was. Something for horses to subdue them, where they could work on them and stuff like that, for medical reasons and things. And it smelled like straight up marijuana. It was so strong and pungent. It made the whole office smell like it. And we reported it and come back. It was legally purchased and shipped through a veterinarian as medical purpose for horses, and he would get it all the time. Yeah. Hey Trey, I do a morning coffee with Malcolm Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. Eastern time, every month, weekday morning, and then Sunday I come on for a couple hours. We kind of just hang out. So that's what my live streams are. Yeah, the snow thing backing up the postal system. Gosh, I know that so when the snow came through Georgia, week before last, Thursday was a day of mourning for President Carter's burial, so the post office was closed. And then we got hit by snow and ice on Friday. Post office was closed. And Saturday it cleared up in some areas, but a lot of places were still unsafe to deliver mail in, so they were closed. That was 3 days of mail piling up, and they had people working Sunday, Monday, and it took them 3 or 4 days to catch up with everything. Yeah, I imagine the same thing applies like UPS and FedEx, stuff like that. If you miss a day or two, that stuff's still coming in. It's got to be delivered at some point, and it's just going to pile up. To me, it does not pay to have a day off in the post office. Like tomorrow's Martin Luther King Day, post office will be closed. Tuesday, they're going to have Mondays and Tuesdays mail all together, and that creates for a really hard day to deliver mail. So, yeah, it's a lot. But if I can imagine how they do it on up north, where they get snow all the time. I'm sure they got chains on their wheels or whatever they got to get around and deliver the mail. They do it anyway, and they laugh at us in the South because we're not prepared for that thing. It happens like once every 10 years. So, yeah, it is what it is. The weather impacts the delivery of mail and packages, and you're spending a lot of time playing catch up when weather like that hits. A few years ago, maybe, gosh, probably 5, 6 years ago. When was it? Maybe 7. I don't know. But they had some. I'm down in the Atlanta, Georgia area. Some kind of a hurricane came through and knocked out a lot of power in Georgia. And we didn't have power like 4 days. No power. It was pretty bad. The storm came through and knocked down a bunch of stuff. But we still had to deliver mail. We had little headlamps, and I was in a really small office. But we were in there, and we had the back door open so sunlight could get in. There really wasn't any windows in the building, around where the mail is being sorted. And so people had little headlamps, and they're sitting there sorting their letters and packages with headlamps, and going out and delivering mail. Finally got a generator and some floodlights plugged in so we could light up the room and deliver mail, but they kept on delivering it. Kentucky, home of the slow mail. And there's some postal guy in India with a coffee with Malcolm mug, just chilling. Oh, me. Yep. I thought about sending him another one, but I don't know. Yeah. Now I work inside. I do not deliver mail on the street. I work behind the counter and inside the building, sorting mail, helping customers at the counter, and that type of thing. So I've never. Now I can't say I've never been on the street deliver mail. I have a couple of times, but that's not my job basically. People get hired as carriers, people get hired as clerks, and things like that. One guy, and the rules when you're delivering mail rurally, you'll be in your own car. If I could talk correctly, that'd be great too. His vehicle broke down. He still had about, I don't know, 30 minutes left on his route to complete it. And all I had was my little Ford Ranger pickup truck. So I went and picked him up. He had the mail in his lap because he has to be on the right side of the vehicle delivering these mailboxes. And I was driving and mailbox to get him to help him deliver it. From dawn to death in the post office. It could be heck. I've always worked in considerably small offices. Um, I I visited and helped out in bigger offices, which to me seems like total chaos. But I've been fortunate enough to be in a lot of smaller offices, so where you can kind of, it's still busy, but it's not like, I don't know. You get in these offices that have like 40, 50, or 100 routes in one building for like a whole city or something like that. It's insane, but it works. Every office has a system down, and to get all this stuff sorted each morning, put on vehicles, and there's a lot to it. There's a lot to delivering your mail. It's not just hopping in a truck and throwing pieces of paper in a box. You know, there's a lot of logistics that go in behind that. Just one person was complaining about her wedding invitations not making it to their recipients. So what she had done was she had like 100 wedding invitations, but she had this fancy script written on it, all fancy with all these little curls and swirls and things like that for the address. You have to keep in mind that machines are reading this and trying to decipher your handwriting so it can route your mail to the correct location. The machines couldn't read the script that was all fancy written on the outside of the envelope. It couldn't understand that. And when that happens, it gets kicked off to the side, and somebody has to physically sit there and go, okay, this goes here. Boop. Okay, this goes here. Boop. And then sometimes they'll get a sticker on it and the barcode, and they'll finally get to a place. But it could be 2 or 3 weeks later. So if and then, I don't know why people do this. So they'll put the return address on the other side of the envelope. The machine doesn't know that either. So if it's flipped around and you got your address on the back side, it's going to think it's where it's supposed to go, and your mail's going to come right back to you. So yeah, machines read all your letter mail. These pieces of your letter that you send to your bill collector or a birthday card to somebody, those things are flying down a machine 100 miles an hour. Who knows how fast? Extremely fast. And these machines are reading the script that you write on the side of the envelope and rerouting it that way. But, and this is the point I made, you know how your bills always make it to you, but the letter from your grandma doesn't? Because your grandma's writing has gotten crappy? Well, the bill collectors, it's printed, and it has that little barcode underneath it. So they've got clear script on their envelope that the machine can read, and there's a barcode underneath the address. So they have 2 factors to help guide that letter to its destination fast. And that's why you always get your bills, but you don't always get your birthday card on time. So, sure, no, no, I don't think we're Men in Black type stuff. But I can answer all kinds of post office questions, talk about that all day. Really would rather not, but yeah. So if you decide to send a birthday card or a Christmas card, if you have the ability to print a sticker and put it on the envelope, I would do that. Or take the time to write it nice and neat, and it'll get there quicker. So if you write like a 3-year-old, it's going to take some time for your letter to get where it's going. Yeah. Just something to keep in mind. And then I told that lady about the green card. She's like, oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, machines are reading this stuff. Machines are reading it. They've been reading it for 20-something years. A lot of it used to be, and now all the mail used to be hand sorted all the time before they brought in these massive machines. And you had tons of people sitting there going through it manually. But yeah. TikTok is shut down, but everybody's using Chinese-made cell phones. You're right. My phone was made in China. Everybody else's phones were made in China too. A lot of chips were made in China, things like that. But yeah, they're assembled in China. I think a lot of the microchips are made in Taiwan. actually, for a lot of your devices. They used to get assembled in China. Not everything's made in China. It's assembled in China. So, oh yeah, you're not in the dark. You're not. People are watching you and listening to you. If you got a smartphone, you are being watched and listened to all the time by something. Oh, you got a brother? You have a brother in Taiwan? That's wild, dude. Well, you got the misinformation from other countries like Russia and China getting on social media, creating these accounts and spreading disinformation. Excuse me. About all that, trying to guide people's opinion and outlook on stuff. Let's go inside. I'm going to grab another refill on the coffee, and I'm going to use the restroom, and then we'll continue with our. Did you guys want to watch the listen to nature for a minute while I run inside? I'm gonna let you guys look at the tree line for a minute while I run inside. I gotta use the restroom, drinking all this coffee. I'll be back out in a minute if you guys don't mind hanging out. Don't go anywhere. Birds all over the bird feeder right now. I'm not sure what kind that is. I've got binoculars to check the birds out with. I wish there was a way I could hook the binoculars up to my phone and take pictures. They have binoculars that'll take pictures. I may invest in a pair of those. Sorry, I can't. Yeah, I got a fire pit. The place came with a fire pit. Check it out. I'll put some more mulch down and kind of spruce it up a little bit. But yeah, there's my dirt yard when they cleared all the leaves. I got a big wood pile, probably old, dried, rotten wood. But yeah, had it all cleaned out. When the guy came and got rid of all the leaves and limbs and things like that, he shoveled all the stuff out here because obviously they were burning something other than wood. Yeah, I don't know what they were burning, but was it plastic or some garbage and stuff like that? We'll throw random. I don't know why people throw that kind of stuff. And this chair's not wet. Let's see if I can prop this thing up. Got my little remote controlled gimbal here that holds the phone for me. The breeze starting to pick up a little bit. It's kind of cool now. But I got a couple of little raised beds over there I can put some stuff in. I had at the place I had rose bushes. Really loved my rose bushes. They were doing really well. So I'll probably get a couple of rose bushes going, but I'm not going to do a bunch of gardens and stuff. Just keeping it simple. But I did like my different rose bushes. I had one that was like, would get up like 7 feet tall. Um, yeah. Camping party at Malcolm's house. Come on down, dudes. Woo! You have to come down to Georgia. Come down and hang out. Hang out in the backyard. I think it's gonna be really nice out here. I got a lot of trees, lots and lots of trees. So, and there's 2 posts in the ground, and for a hammock. I don't have a hammock. I'll have to get one, but the 2 posts are already there, and I'll be able to chill in the hammock in the shade. You could have non-alcoholic beer. That's what I drink, Terry. I don't, I have, there's a grocery store here that has a nice variety of non-alcoholic beer. I really enjoy the taste of beer, and I've tried a few of them out. They're pretty good. Um, yeah, 2 rose bushes. You just got to get them, the rose bushes, you got to give them a good start with good soil mixture, right? And in Georgia, we have, the ground is red clay. A lot of it is. So you have to amend it with some good gardening soil, and you have to keep them watered. They need sunlight, lots of sunlight, and lots of water. So you do that, your rose bushes should do pretty good. Yeah, and they took off. The one was only a couple years old, 3 years old maybe, and it was growing 6-7 feet tall. So had all kinds of roses. It looked really nice. I had red ones, pink ones, yellow ones. Yep. And then there's a variety of rose bush that stays close to the ground and spreads outward. So yeah, I'm 48 years old. Weigh 200 pounds. I'm 5'11". Yeah, I don't know. What else you want to know? Yeah, now the breeze is starting to pick up. It's a little chilly out here. Zaza? What is Zaza? I'm not sure about that. I don't know what Zaza is. I was looking at some stuff as far as this patchy dirt area. Tall fescue, I think, is the grass I'm going to have to go with because of all this shade that I have going on. So, we'll see. I got plenty of time to do little things as time goes on. I'm not going to try to, 59. All us youngsters on here, Terry. Oh, man. But that's the first thing I did is I put up my bird feeder. Because my neighbor has a bunch of bird feeders in their backyard. So, the birds are already accustomed to coming to this area and eating anyway. And then when I put my feeders up, they found it within like 10 minutes. They found my bird feeder, literally 10 minutes. And they were all over it. So yeah, lots of birds out here. It won't take that. It's not going to be that much water to get grass seed going. We're having an age contest here. Oh, Zaza, marijuana. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I have a government job, so unless it becomes legal federally, I'm not going to be consuming any marijuana. Yeah. None for me. Oh, it's a flavor of Kool-Aid. Okay, all right. Oh, I'll have to replace some of these bricks. I don't know what, like wax and stuff all over stuff. I don't know what they were burning. This looks like to be wax on the side of this stone. I don't know. It's chipping off pretty easy. Enough. Yeah, I won't get any unless they infuse it with coffee. I never thought about that. That'd be some stinky coffee. Yeah, if you're driving, you got your CDL license and everything like that. You don't want to put that in jeopardy. Eventually, I'll retire it someday. I don't know, and then I may try it. But yeah, the hemp shops, the vape shops, and stuff like that. Wow. Hey, Mr. Jim. Okay, we said hi to Mr. Jim. Not sure who Mr. Jim is. All right, we got somebody being annoying. I don't mind people saying stuff a few times, being a little creative, but we don't want to spam the chat. I'll give you a couple tries, you know. Get to a nudist colony. No, thank you. I live alone and I sleep fully clothed. I have pajamas. I don't even sleep naked. So I don't live alone. So I'm not gonna be running around in front of people like that, you know. Uh, nudist colony. No, thank you. Now, when I was in Romania for a few weeks, and we had a day off. We went to one of the cities by the beach, and it was a come as you are beach. Yeah, you just show up however you like, with or without. People just walking around casually. No big deal. Yeah, it was shocking. You know, it was just like it's just your natural body. You're just walking around. If men can go topless, so can women, and they were. And some of them, I say a majority of them, weren't that attractive. So yeah, the whole nudist thing, um, it's a gamble. It's a gamble. You're not sure what you're going to get if you start doing the whole nudity thing. You're going to get some. Was it like they talk about the old people at the gym? Some old guy at some sauna, you know, just walking around with his wrinkled body, just going into the sauna. And, I don't know. I just like I have no desire to run around a bunch of naked people. It's just not my thing, men or women. They are weird. Nude beaches are weird. And this was in Europe, right? Uh, it's not just adults running around nude. They had kids running around nude too. And it was very disturbing for me. I walked away. I was like, I can't. I'm not watching this. And it was kids from, you know, 5 years old up to like 15 years old, and boys and girls, and you're just like, and they're just walking around like it's no big deal, like, hey, let's play ball, guys, yay, whatever, and they're just frolicking and having a good time, jumping in the water and stuff, and it's just like, uh, yeah, I'm gonna go this way. I went into, I got away from the beach. I was like, I can't look at that. I can't stand there and watch this. It's just too bizarre and too weird. It was, yeah, definitely walked away. Gosh, could you imagine something like that happen here in the States? People would freak out. Totally freak out. So many arrests. So many people would go to jail. It's like, oh, man. THC makes you a Texas hippie. Far out, man. Got to be Willie Nelson, smoking a bunch of stuff and just a cloud and a fog of smoke. Half hippie, half redneck. Come on, y'all. uh, oh my gosh. She was laying spread eagle out on the beach. Oh my gosh. Well, let's get this thing toasted up before I have this baby. Oh my gosh. I don't understand it. Oh man. I can imagine that's etched into your mind forever. I could see that happening. I don't like seeing naked people either. Unless it's one on one, and half the time the lights are really dim. Oh my gosh. How did we get on this subject again? I don't know. Somebody mentioned it. Now we're on this whole subject of that nudity and nude beaches. Oh my gosh. I thought we were talking about TikTok being shut down. How did we get on this topic? Oh man. How many of you guys got to work tomorrow? Here in the United States, it's Martin Luther King Day tomorrow, and I'm off work. Nudity gives you the ick, it's repulsive. Not everything nude is repulsive. I don't know. It's just you grow up. It's not something you grow up with, so it is so foreign. You know, nude dude podcast. I just walk around with this black bar across my waist. Oh. Oh gosh, roast beef sandwich, please. I'm off tomorrow. I'm thinking, I'm entertaining the idea of doing an all-day stream, like a 12-hour marathon stream or something. It'd be pretty. I would imagine it'd get boring pretty quick. Um, but I don't know. I'll be doing stuff around the house tomorrow. Go out to eat. I don't know. Kind of just chill, hang out. Depends on the situation. Well, you got to get Nick for a shower, right? Take us to a cool historical site. I could. We could try to find something. Look something up in the Athens area. Athens, Georgia area, right? If you guys join me tomorrow and you Google things around Athens, Georgia, I can take you there, you know? Maybe we can go together on the stream. Did the Lego Millennium Falcon live stream putting it together? That would be, I can do Legos pretty good. I grew up with Legos. And when I bought my kids Legos, it comes with an instruction sheet. And it was so aggravating watching them trying to figure out the instructions for Legos. And it's just pictures with little color blocks. And they couldn't figure it out. And I would get so aggravated, I'd yank it from them, and I'd put it together in like 2 minutes. And I'm like, this is so easy, guys. You just push the pieces together, and you got your toy. Yeah, UGA, University of Georgia, Alabama, and yes, Athens. Use it, University of Georgia, Athens. Um, it take me 40 hours to put the Millennium Falcon together. If you want to join me tomorrow, I may start around 9 a.m. tomorrow. Well, I do my morning thing at 7. So I may start at 7 in the morning. Just let it ride. Let it ride. I did grow up next to a Civil War park in Tennessee. And they strictly enforced that if you did find something in the park that was from the Civil War, you were supposed to leave it there. Now, they didn't do metal detectors and screen you leaving the park. But you were not allowed to walk around with a metal detector. The park officials would, you know, they was posted, you can't go around with a metal detector like hunting for buckles and bullets and whatever else is left over from the war, things like that. It's there. It's supposed to be part of history. It's supposed to stay there. You're not supposed to take it. So, yeah, you wouldn't be able to walk around with a metal detector. Yeah. Catch and release. But I remember seeing, and this was when I was a kid, you would find little Civil War bullets. They were just littered all over the place. And you just find them, they're chunks of lead. And they would be mangled a little bit. Some of them look pretty good. We were Boy Scouts, so, you know, got to do the right thing. And we put them back where we found them. We didn't keep them. So, yeah. Take us to the Morton Theater. All right. Like tomorrow, Morton Theater. You guys guide me. I'll be your. You can live vicariously through me as we go through Athens, looking at stuff. I do know that parking is very limited in downtown Athens. We are not going to strip clubs. Not doing that. But We can definitely check out some restaurants and some other things around town. Just things and live stream, walking up and down the streets and checking out. They got a lot of cool restaurants and venues in the area. Um, REM, the band REM, and a few other bands came from the Athens, Georgia area as well. So, it has a musical history here in the area. I have to wear the teal hoodie. I don't know if I have a teal hoodie. Hooters or tilted kilt. I think they're both lame. Honestly. I don't know. When I was in my 20s and stuff like that, but yeah, let's go to Hooters. Woo! And now I'm like, all right, that's great. Can I have my chicken wings now? I don't know. I don't find it as entertaining as I did when I was in my 20s. Now I'm in my late 40s, just like, okay, is the food good? uh, when I wore IHOP, oh, that hoodie, okay, with the mountain on it. All right. uh, well, gosh, I always liked making videos, editing videos, 10, 15 years ago. And my channel started in like 2008. But anyway, I like to make videos with some of my armed buddies. That's when digital cameras starting to come out, first came out, and you had the little movie maker on Windows. And I really enjoyed making videos. And I used to do that a lot with my kids and things like that. And I still have quite a few old videos on my channel. And then I got away from it for a while. So here this past year, I was just, playing around on the internet and YouTube and stuff, and I seen these live streams. And I thought, that's kind of cool. I think I could do that. I want to try that. I want to try the live stream. And the first live stream I did, which I've deleted, I was just sitting out in the yard next to an oak tree and just kind of talking to the camera. I felt like I wanted to be able to talk to somebody at the moment. I wasn't having that good of a day, but I had a good positive reaction doing a live stream, and I just started picking it up, and it became like this thing, and be able to chat with people, and to me it's exciting. Be able to meet people from around the world and just talk, and things like that. Not those type of videos. Oh man. But, you gotta smuggle abnormal to the country for a meet and greet. It's his post office powers. We'll have to put him in a big box with holes in it, and he'll have to weigh less than 70 pounds, because 70 pounds is the max for post office. Oh, the WTF news. Yep. And then my sister watched the WTF news about TikTok, and she's like, now I got to find out what's going on in North Carolina. Oh, you got to find out? They got devastated by a hurricane. They're still living in rubble, and they get no help. It's like, if you're rich and famous, and you have 10 homes, you get all the attention in the world and a blank check from the government to rebuild your fancy city. But if you live in the mountains of North Carolina, whatever. Yeah, Abnorm's going to lose some weight. I might do a live stream with my sister again. She's pretty cool at times. But she's a nurse, and she has really long hours and stuff like that. So, she was in Florida. Yeah, yeah. She lives in this Seattle, Washington area. So, her schedule's kind of wacky. She works a few days, she gets a few days off, and it kind of rotates and things like that. But she's happy to get on here if she's not working. She doesn't mind getting on the live streams and joining me and stuff like that. At times, yeah. uh, anyway,
She was a she went to like she went to college, like 4 or 5 different colleges, trying to figure out what she wanted to graduate as. She was in the Navy as a linguist, um, deciphering stuff, and then she ended up being a nurse. So, but she likes it a lot. She enjoys it. Her husband, I think he's in IT. I know that for sure. I think he's working for like Microsoft or something like that. Um, so, and they have no kids, so they're doing pretty good. um, she may visit one day. I don't know. We'll see. I haven't told anybody where I live now. I'm not giving my address out to family or nobody. So it's just like I got a PO box. I don't want anybody knowing of it. This is my little hiding place. Oh, hell, the mighty Microsoft. Oh man, when I was deployed, we had these. The government, the U.S. government uses Microsoft on almost all their platforms, right? But we had this laptop that was part of this satellite link system, and it was slower than molasses in the wintertime. It was so damn slow. It had the little symbol just sitting there spinning in the middle of the screen for Windows to load up. And I'm thinking, here we are, the most powerful military force the world has ever seen, and we're waiting on a Microsoft Windows program to boot up so that we can link our satellite systems. uh, China knows where I live, yeah. I would start a fire, but I don't have a way to split the wood. I don't have an axe, and I don't have any kindling, small stuff to get it started. I'm not really prepared to build a campfire. Um, I could get the stuff this evening, and I could make one tomorrow. I would have to get some small pieces of wood to get things started with, and we could have a fire up. But then I'll be smelling like campfire smoke all day. So I don't know. I want to use the pit at some point. If I have some friends over, I got to make friends first, and yeah, do the fire pit thing. So some of this stuff is not fun by yourself, you know. Yeah, that dry wood. Well, it rained yesterday too, so it's all wet. It's not going to burn that great today. Probably burn a little bit better tomorrow. And it's starting to cloud up again. I thought it was supposed to not rain today. Let's bring out this secondary phone here and see what the weather's going to be like. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see. It doesn't forecast any rain. Wow, it's going to be sunny and cold tomorrow. A high of 37 tomorrow. 37. No, thank you. We'll be indoors tomorrow. Yep. Won't be sitting out here in the backyard. Yeah, I traveled enough with the Army. You'd have a fire every single day. That's a lot of work to keep these things, keep the fire pit going. I mean, yeah, you get to enjoy it. You do some marshmallows, just hang out by the fire, stuff like that. But you got to constantly keep it going. It's a job to keep a campfire going or a fire pit going. And then the smoke chases you around. I mean, I like it still, but it'd be more in the evening time. But if I was going to do it at night. It's cool at night to have a campfire going at night. So tomorrow we may do that. I think we will. You convinced me. I'll get some different supplies and things like that. Split this wood up. You can buy. There's a guy down the road, I think, on the side of the road selling firewood as well. So maybe get some fresh firewood from him or her or whatever, and maybe we'll make it happen. Maybe we'll make it happen. Get a fire going tomorrow. Count back to finish it off tomorrow evening. Oh man. Well, how do you too? I'll have to wear more than that teal hoodie if I'm going to be out and about tomorrow. I'll have to wear my good jacket tomorrow. Does the TSA hire predators? My sister worked for the TSA for a little while too. I don't think she's a predator. When she was in college, she worked part time with the TSA. She doesn't really share any stories from the TSA though. But she was a TSA employee. A thong. No, I'm trying to attract subscribers, not pushing them away. I'm not gonna be, no nudist colonies, no thongs, none of that stuff. Nope, not happening. You guys are crazy. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Not doing that. I had an idea for the front door, and I use that Nextdoor app where you try to communicate with people in the area. I want my front door to be painted as the American flag. I think it'll look cool. You know, if you have the American flag hanging downward, with the red stripe on the right, the stars and the blue on the left, and have my whole door painted as the American flag. What do you think? So I've sent out the request. Anybody who's an artist locally, and Malcolm's a fuddy-duddy. Yeah, wrong audience. That's right. They made you strip down in Texas? Good grief. You had to do squats. So I've got to find somebody who has the artistic ability to paint the American flag and make it look professional. They always check your package. I was like, you want me to strip down? It feels weird to take my belt off and my shoes off at the airport. I can imagine having to do a strip down. Yeah, that's kind of weird. You guys want to go inside and check out the little my little YouTube studio, if you will, behind the scenes type thing? Let's go check it out. Oh, I just noticed too. There are it's an insane amount of squirrels. We'll just say that. See that right there? Boop, boop. That's a squirrel's nest. Okay, and they are everywhere in these trees. And yeah, get attacked by squirrels. Tons of squirrels in the area. You're an artist? I just need somebody to show up with a brush that can paint the American flag on my door. That's all I need. All right. Drink the last bit of coffee out of the coffee pot. Here's the coffee maker I got that I like so much. It's Black & Decker, and like I said, it grinds the beans, everything in the same basket. Pretty cool stuff. I've drank this whole pot of coffee. The thing was slap full this morning. And there we are, last bit. And there's my coffee pot. Drank a whole pot of coffee. I gotta use the restroom again. Oh, there we go. Now, this is still under construction. It's a huge mess right now. But you have to forgive me, okay? This is what it looks like. This is the behind the scenes Coffee with Malcolm, the one room dedicated as a studio. You guys get to be the first ones to see it. Now, I painted the wall, and some people are like, green? It's not for a green screen. I just needed the contrast for the coffee sign, and I like green. So I did that. I need to do a second coat of paint, but it's good enough for now. Got my computer set up. I got my my lights, my foam pads. Got all this stuff going on in here. I've got the sound pads there on the wall too. I got to put more. But technically, you don't even need a green screen per se to do to change your background, because this was my background for the WTF video I did yesterday about TikTok. And the program I use, it doesn't matter what color the wall is. It helps that it's a solid color, but it would take away the background, even if it was like a brick wall or something with different texture and stuff. It'll still take care of all that. So yeah, but it's messy. That's the old laptop I've had since 2008. It's got some old Army pictures and stuff on there. It's still running Windows 7. Can't really even do anything with it except I power the lights with it and do a couple of little things with it. And here I've got my drone stuff down there charging. There's the battery packs for my drone. There's my microphone set. I'm kind of messy. That's my DJ microphone. I got all this stuff plugged up in the back, power packs and all this other stuff that I can hit the road, my tripod, things like that. So that's my setup right now. And I'll be changing out these plugs eventually too. So, but anyway, there's my little sign. The only thing I don't like about the whole YouTube streaming app is when I use a selfie camera and I'm doing live streams, everything's backwards. See? The word coffee's backwards now. So it's like, dang it. But yeah, I gotta figure that out. If I use the other camera on the phone, I use the phone the most because it has the better camera, and the sound quality is better, and the image is better, but it's flipped, and there's no way to reverse it back. So, CapCut has been banned too? No, I use CapCut for everything. Oh, please don't tell me CapCut's been it won't let you mirror the screen. The selfie camera on the phone, it will not let me do the mirror flip while I'm streaming. So, I'll have to just use the regular camera, and then and then I'll have to look at the chat and stuff on the computer screen, and be able to correspond, communicate that way and have everything turned the correct way on the camera itself. So yeah. No, CapCut's been banned too. Son of a biscuit eater. Well, if they ban CapCut, that's gonna suck because I use that app for all my my video editing. It's so easy to use. No, man. I was not worried about TikTok. They took out CapCut too. Was that part of TikTok? Is that the same company? Come on. You guys are pulling my leg. You guys are messing with me right now. I love that app. I use it for all my video editing. It's so easy to use. Oh, gosh. What the heck? Let's look at it and see. Are you guys pulling my leg? Crap. I didn't know it was owned by ByteDance. Good grief. It's such a great, I'll tell you what. Good thing I made that WTF video yesterday before the app went out. I did all the footage, recording, editing, all that stuff for that video. I know it's only a minute and a half long, but I did everything for that video in less than an hour with that app. All the background removal, editing, the screens, all that stuff. I didn't realize it was part of ByteDance. I didn't do my research. I did not do my research. Well, dang it. So now it's affected me too. Damn it. Uh, I'll have to find another app. I have to find another app. I did not know. I did not know. Um, Videos are really not that hard to make and edit. Really, honestly, they're not. Not with that CapCut app. It was super easy. Super easy. I'm sure there are other ones that are like it, um, but it had so many features, and you could do so much stuff. You guys got to help me find another video editing app. Well, I got that video off just in time. The one for yesterday about TikTok. I guess I should have done one about everything in Bite Ban. Oh, Bite Dance or whatever it's called. Bite Dance Ban. Oh well. I'm gonna use the restroom again. I drank almost a whole pot of coffee, so yeah, I gotta go again. Hang tight, and then you guys can help me figure out another software or app that I can use to edit videos for YouTube. There's plenty of them out there. I just really got used to CapCut. Yeah. You build. You're a farmer guy. We'll figure it out together. Give me just a minute. All right, we got to figure this out, guys. Got people from Kansas, Illinois, all kinds of places around the world here. Uh, uh, I'm just googling video editing apps now, and of course you got Adobe. Adobe does a lot of photo editing and stuff. They're known for that. Photoshop is Adobe program, things like that. So yeah, we can look at one of these sites and see what the top ones are for the country. For 2025, best video editing apps for 2025. Dun, 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 dun. Um, man, yeah, CapCut was number 2 on here. It said DaVinci Resolve is a program, and then Adobe's a really good program, but it costs a lot. It costs a lot. CapCut was cheap and super easy to use. Uh, Clip Champ, never heard of that. And I could use CapCut on my phone or the computer, and they would, yeah. Hmm. They say this DaVinci is supposed to be pretty good too. Hmm. May have to look into doing DaVinci. DaVinci looks like a good one. Let's look up Google Play here and see what apps I can pull up for the phone. Video editor. What we got for Android? I do not have an iPhone. So yeah. There's UCut. InShot. There's all kinds of different ones you can get. I don't know. I don't know, guys. That's something that I'll have to figure out today. Well, dang it. Y'all bursted my bubble this morning. I was so... Oh, man. They got CapCut too. Well, dang it. Johnny's in Chicago. Chicago. YouTube Create is a... Let's see here. Huh. It's in beta, which means it's just starting out as a software program for YouTube, but it's called YouTube Create. It's by Google. You put all your eggs in one basket there, right? You can sync it to a lot of royalty-free music, transitions, filters. It just came out. Yeah, it's in beta mode, so it's in development mode. It's not going to be... It's got a lot of kinks to iron out, things like that. DaVinci has a learning curve. I have OBS, and that's the program I use for streaming on the computer, but it's kind of clunky in a way. I don't know. I mean, I can stream that, but I need something for... I need something that'll do both sides, cross-platform, if you will. I can't use OBS on my phone. I can use it on the computer. Yeah, I never had TikTok either, but I didn't realize that CapCut was part of that. So now I'm on the quest to find something else to edit videos with. Oh well. That's the way the cookie crumbles, right? I may try this YouTube Create. And what's cool about the Google platform is I can use confirm it's me. I can install apps on my phone from my computer with my Google account. So I just logged on to the Google account on my computer and slowly bring this around. You guys can see. And it'll take and it'll install it on my phone that I'm streaming with right now. So the phone that I'm using to stream with right now is downloading the app YouTube Creator. So I don't know. I don't really need OSB to stream. I kind of liked it at first because I could put stuff on the screen like banners and logos, things like that. But I wasn't really pleased with that. Like I said, it made it clunky. So I could just use the YouTube streaming service itself, like I'm using for the phone. But for my other videos, like my WTF news videos and things like that, I got to find a video editing software for that. Yep. So maybe a week or two before I put another video out as far as like the Redneck Jew or WTF News or anything like that. Anyway.
Action director. I'll look at it. Let's look it up right now. I got the thing right here in front of me. Action director. Bum, 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 bum. It's got a lot of action director video editing by Cyberlink Corp. Okay. 4.5 star review with 10 million downloads. Doesn't really give me much more information on that. Okay, here we go. All right. That looks similar to CapCut in a way. For video editing software. Thanks for that. Thanks for telling me about that one. Action director. Thanks, Abnorm. I'm going to install that one on the phone too. Boop. There we go. Installed 2 different apps on my phone while talking to you guys. Talking about the different truck stop stuff. Well, dang it, dang it, dang it. I have to have a funeral for CapCut and TikTok. We'll bury him in the backyard, put him in the burn pit. Who knows? All right, so that's enough of that. We'll wind down here in a minute and call it quits here in a minute on the live stream. Not just yet, though. But I got to figure out the mirror image for this because you can't read it. And the webcam I got is not that great. I need a better webcam. Then I can flip the image. Yep. And then I'll be able to do that. That's what I'll have to do. Just get a better webcam for my live streams. Since I'll be doing them mostly inside this room, I still have a little bit of echo. I got to put more foam boards up for that, like I said. But anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go. It's been a couple hours. That's typically my duration on my Sunday live stream. So thanks for hanging out. I think we had a pretty good stream today. It's a bunch of money if you buy it. It's always, yeah. I'll be on tomorrow. Extended version tomorrow. So yeah. Do an all-day stream today. I don't know. We could, I guess. I really didn't have any other plans going on. Johnny Bravo wants me to do stream all day today. Do you guys want me to stay on for a little bit longer? I'll stay on longer if you guys want me to. I don't have a problem with that. Might get a little boring here in a little bit, though. I don't know. I do need to change out some plugs on the walls. I got a lamp I need to put together. I had a granola bar and this morning. I do need to eat something else, but it's not quite time for that yet. What time is it now? 10:10. We'll see how it plays out. We can hang out for a little bit longer. I bought a lamp that I want to put together. You guys want to help me put a lamp together? Do dumpster diving for furniture. Let's go put a lamp together. We'll go into this other room that has absolutely nothing inside it. And we'll get the old tool bag together here. And you guys can partake. There's a lot more echo in this room, isn't there? You hear the echo? Those foam boards work pretty good. So yeah, we'll set this thing up somehow here.
so you guys can follow along and watch or whatever. And we'll bring that over like that. Like that. With the box. There's the box. Ugh. A lamp. We need my tool bag. Now I know I don't need everything in this bag, but there it is. Probably just need it. Probably got those crappy little Allen wrenches inside it. But we'll see. And this, some of this stuff I was going to do tomorrow, but don't need that. Don't steal my coffee. Let's get this over here so I don't make a mess. That's my lampshade. There's the destructions, as I like to call them. Don't look too bad. Like I said, it's going to have probably the little crappy Allen wrenches in there and stuff. I just throw stuff off to the side, and there's all the whole lamp thing. Paste all these things, get all these things laid out here. Won't take long. Probably take us maybe, what do you think, 20 minutes to put this thing together? Oh, that's great. You know, all the lifter legs. How much plastic do they need to put this? How much plastic do they have to use to get this stuff put together? A lot of damn plastic. Thanks for joining us, guys. This is like the extended version today. I only normally do a couple hours, but I was persuaded into staying on, and there's a couple little things I wanted to do. So we're going to put this lamp together, and we're going to do it together. Those silicone packs they put in here, they wrap that in cardboard to absorb moisture. Every one of these pieces is individually wrapped. It's ridiculous. To the landfill! Recycle, they won't recycle those bags. They do not recycle those bags. This stuff right here. All to the landfill. This goes up to the recycling. It did not come with any tools of any kind. Normally they come with the little tools and stuff. Oh boy, let's see here. What have I missed? Got a couple people joining us today. Hey Candy, how's it going? Did you get your socks for Christmas and New Year's? Did you get New Year? Candy's a big sock enthusiast. It's so sad. The only thing I remember about Candy is her passion for socks. That's not a bad idea, Trey. Not a bad idea. Plug it up and see if it'll even turn on. But the whole mechanism for a lamp is very simple. There's not like a lot of mechanical. There's no circuit boards. It's just two wires tapping into a bulb. So that is a good point. Let me go grab a bulb just in case. Just in case it doesn't want to work. We will do that. Put that over there. There's my little tool pack. There's all my little nuts and bolts and everything. I have to go grab a light bulb. I'll do that as well. I got some in the other room. Oh man, look at this thing. Ta-da! Oh, you guys aren't even watching me. I had the screen turned around. Sorry about that. All right, let's go grab a bulb. Be right back. Well, if you've learned anything about me thus far, I like my smart home stuff. So these are smart bulbs that will full range of color through the app. You can set it on a timer. You can have it click on and off automatically. All kinds of good stuff. So we're going to use one of these bulbs in this lamp anyway, and we'll test it to make sure that our mechanism is working properly. Trey suggested that. That's a smart idea. Hate to get through this whole thing, put it all together, and it not work. Of course, to change that mechanism out on this part of the lamp is like a $3 part, and you can buy them all day long at Lowe's. So even if that did fail for some reason, for a couple of bucks, I could, yeah, fix it myself versus putting this thing all back together again. Alrighty. And green. I know you guys can't really see it, but it's lit up. It's green, so that works just fine. It does that flashing mode because it's in pairing mode, so you can get with the app and get it synced up and everything. So we tested it. It does work. And we get to put it all together. What kind of I just need a screwdriver. Just a regular old Phillips head screwdriver. Not too bad. Easy enough. Right? Now this is just how I do it. I just pour everything out, get it out in the open, and then go from there. Make little piles. So I'm not sifting through this halfway through the project, getting it all put together. Got some little 3M tape going on here. I think that's for the feet, if I had to guess. We'll save those as well. Don't need this little doodad. Oh man, am I missing out on comments here? Don't have extra parts. Look at the Uncle Fester thing. How many people even know the Uncle Fester reference? The Uncle Fester reference, huh? Oh man. So basically these will thread into each other with these guys that are threaded on both ends. All the way threaded. And you get about halfway through, a little bit, and then you just put the other one on there and we go from there. They're all the exact same length. Double check that, make sure. I think they are all the same length. Yeah. No, they're not. I got some shorter ones too. Four of them are short, and the rest of them are the same. And they should have a sticker on there saying, I'm this letter, but they don't. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So let's grab the 12 long ones, and the 4 short ones are the last part, I would believe. So there you go. Got little wood pegs and stuff. I think it's going to look nice. side, blah, 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 blah. Which one is this one? They don't have, normally there's a sticker on there or something that's saying the number or letter corresponding with the part, but it does not have that. This is going to be the bottom because it's got all the safety stuff on it. And let's check the sizes of those. So all my squares are the same size. So I guess it doesn't matter which one I use. So I guess it's going to be the bottom. What's the box look like? Alright, so this is going to be the base of it all. So I need the one with the recessed screw heads on it. That'll be this one. It's got recessed screws. This is going to go on the floor itself. This will touch the floor. And that's what my little rubber feet are for, so I don't scratch up the floor, right? Let's see. We'll leave that in there for now. So that goes there. When I get my drill, I can do this a lot faster. Yep, a lot faster than twisting it on there myself. We'll get a regular screwdriver and tighten them up nice and snug here in just a minute. Once we start assembling, it shouldn't take long at all. We'll look through my big bag of stuff here, grab a regular screwdriver. I don't want to use the drill to tighten it down because it'll strip it out. Just to get it nice and snug, hand tightened. Too easy, right? I'm not even looking at instructions. I think I got this thing figured out already. Yep, just as I thought. Get these started on there. Get our little tiers going up. Little shelves, platforms, what are you going to call them? I gotta leave enough thread for the next board to attach to it. I get them somewhat the same all the way across there. And then you just put this on there. Can't use a drill for this, can I? What am I missing in the comments here? I'm putting together a lamp. Yep. You guys are carrying on your conversation while I'm doing this. Keep each other entertained for a minute. I think this was, it wasn't expensive. I got it at Walmart. I think it's going to look nice though. I'll put it next to the door. The side door where I come in and out the most, the door I use the most. And I'll be able to lay my keys on it or something like that. And I can put, like I said, I can put it on a timer. So it automatically turn on and off based on the time of day. And I won't have to flip the switch because I'm super lazy.
It's easy to let it do it for me, you know? I like the smart home stuff. Um, this is like 3 tiers, 2 tiers. Let me do the box here. Yep. Now I've got one tier that goes on the very top. This goes on the very top. Yeah. And I got one more shelf here to go. This is a pretty easy build. Yeah, once we get started, knock it out. I said it'd take about 20 minutes, right? Probably less than that. Once we put it all together. But the smart home stuff that I like is called Wyze. W-Y-Z-E. It's very versatile. It's very affordable. And the app is really user-friendly. And they have all kinds of smart home stuff. Bulbs, locks, lights, what else they got? Cameras, sensors, all kinds of different things you can get through the company to make your house a smart home. The robot vacuum and things like that you can get as well, which I have. It's pretty cool. Set it on a timer, so every day at 9 a.m., Monday through Friday, the little robot vacuum makes its rounds around the house while I'm at work. Keeping everything all cleaned up. Yep. Now, let's see here. Before I get too far ahead, let's make sure I'm not missing anything here. Get too ambitious. Yeah, okay. So this is my next piece here, which is the lamp itself. And they really package this thing all over the place, don't they? So we'll put this off to the side real quick. Okay, so basically I just got to push that through there, no big deal. Got a big wing nut on here to thread this together. And have ourselves a lamp. Easy peasy. These multicolor light bulbs, I mean, you can make it to whatever color you want. Bright or dim and all that other good stuff. So that's kind of cool. Now, you thread the wire down. It has these little clips that you can clip the wire down one of the legs so that it stays nice and neat. And that's where we come in with the wooden pegs. Interesting. Let's look at the instructions real quick. Alright, let's go back over here like this. Now I've got to get up, stand up, bring the camera up. Get these started. We can go for a walk in a little bit if you guys want. The park is not far from where I live. We can take a little stroll, go check out the park. Got some nice benches and swings and kind of places to kind of hang out, just chill. I'm gonna do some people watching. Anybody into people watching? People going by all the time, just making judgments about people we don't know. It's the American way, right? Here we go. All right. All right, all right, all right. Now how? Hmm. I'm a little confused here for a second. I got one shelf left, and I got four more of these legs. And that goes down like that. What are those? That's for the lampshade. That's what that's for. See, we'll figure this stuff out. Got a slot for these little wooden pegs that go in up here. That's to help hold the shade in place. So yeah. And here are my four shorter ones. On the very top here. Not bad. You can tell it's not solid wood. It's got that veneer on it and stuff like that. But I could imagine something like this made out of solid wood, how much it would cost. A couple $100 or something like that. I don't know. More than I'd want to spend on a lamp, that's for sure. A lot of threading going on. A whole lot of threading going on. Do, do, do. So, Candy, are you off work tomorrow? I need to have the phone like read off y'all's comments out loud for me, so that I could participate in the conversation without having to stare at the screen. That'd be kind of cool, wouldn't it? And this guy, with these guys, let's get my lampshade, my flattened lampshade. Come on now. Get around the little wooden pegs. Work with me here, lampshade. I think it looks nice. What do you guys think? Not bad, huh? Get the drill going here so I don't have to thread everything all day long. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a lamp. I can't sync it with the app because I'm using my phone for live streaming, but when the time comes, I'll be able to synchronize it with the app and have control with it. Control it with the power of the application. And it's got these little clips, like I said, to keep the cord from flopping all over the place. It came with three clips. There we go.
And there's our lamp. Did that take 20 minutes? I don't think that took 20 minutes. Gotta put my little rubber feet on there. All right, guys. What are you guys talking about over here? Guy it means? Oh no, please, really? The USS Guyot. Oh my gosh, you guys are crazy. A little foam pad so it doesn't scratch the floor up. We don't want to scratch the floor up. I bought some of these little foam felt pads or whatever. Put on the feet of your furniture. It doesn't scratch your hardwood up, things like that. And this came with it. And I think these kind of crappy looking for the top. But if I've got some 7-foot Andre the Giant walking in here looking at the top of those, then I've got more things to worry about. Right? Let's, can I carry it with one hand? I can. It's 5.5 feet tall, I think, or something like that. Sun's out. I think right here will be fine. That's kind of where I want it. So there's the lamp, my shoes, and my lack of furniture. There's my old clock from, this clock is from 1965 or thereabouts. And it's from General Electric and it still works. Keeps great time. I'll do something to hide the cord. But yeah, it's my old clock. There's the lamp. What do you think? Mass Effect 3 right now. Never played that game before. The sun is really shining out right now. There we go. We put that together. Got the little cord. But I'm not going to plug the bulb up right now because it would start flashing, wanting to synchronize. So yeah, we're not going to do that. Flip this back around. Boop. Here we are again. You guys want to go for a walk? Should I call it quits? I think I'm going to call it quits for the day. I don't want to use up all my time today because I'm going to be on most of the day tomorrow. So if you guys want to hang out with me tomorrow, I'll be online and we can do that. But for right now, I think I am going to sign off and just kind of chill. Go back outside, watch the birds or something like that. Just relax a little bit. Thank you guys for watching and hanging out. Let's look at our poll real quick. 22% are happy that TikTok's gone. 14 said boo, and 65 said who cares. And then I had the harsh reality of knowing that CapCut, my video editing software, has also been blocked and knocked out of service. So I got to find something else. Anywho, that be it as it may, I'm going to call it a day. You guys have a great one yourselves. I hope it's a happy day for you guys, bright and sunny. Like, subscribe, share the videos. Check out my latest WTF news video about TikTok I put out yesterday. And I will see you guys tomorrow. All right? Thanks for watching. You guys have a great day.